Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome along to our new server on Alma, Missouri. This one replaced Missouri River Bottom, so stayed in the same state, but just in a different part of it, I suppose. Would be the best way to look at it. A few technical issues we were having with Missouri with the server, so the decision was made. Let's go and jump onto here. So here we are. But good morning, welcome along everyone. Hope you're all having a good weekend. This is going to be my first proper look at, or play around with precision farming too. I only updated the game yesterday. It has been a busy couple of days and haven't had a lot of time. So we're kind of exploring, kind of figuring things out as we go. But welcome along. Hope you're all doing good. Hello, Chinook. Good morning, Mary. So we've got Edsy, Chris and Hanson in all lending a hand today. We've got a couple of harvesting contracts to do. But first things first, let me jump into the Kubota. I'm going to go for a little bit of a scout around the farm and have a little bit of a look. So it's pretty well set up already. Pretty impressed. And there might be a few loading, lagging looking issues like I've got at the moment because I have only just sort of logged into the server and having a look around. So yeah, big silo complex in here. We're going to go down the back here and just sort of scout out a couple of our fields. It's already all set up with animals, so we've got chickens, horses, what else have we got? Sheep and cows already on there, so jump in there, there you go. Horse, sheep, cow and chickens, just missing the pigs at the moment, and obviously lamb, goats and water buffalo. But yeah, pretty well set up. So just going to go through. We've got a couple of big fields somewhere out there. There you go. Hanson's out doing what looks like stone picking, but he is actually soil sampling. So he's got the soil sampler on the back. It could be stone picking at the same time, but he has the soil sampler on at the front and stone picker on the back. So he can use a steering assist. I think that's the case. Is that not Hanson? Oh no, okay, they are stone picking. Oh, right. Anyhow. It's not Hanson. It's Edsy out there. Hanson is running around doing some soil sampling somewhere. Let's go and see if we can find where he is. Wait for Chinook to log in. Hey, g'day Craig, good morning mate. Amon, welcome along mate. Good to see you as well. Drive out here and see. Oh, we're on the wrong side. See, still learning the way around. We're now on the neighbour's paddock. We don't own this one. Neighbour's field. But there we go. There's Hanson. He's got the plough on the back and the soil sampler on the front, so we can go around and using steering assist. There we go. That's them. So yeah, we don't own this field, but the one over here that's nice and limed is part of the farm at the moment. There we go. So that one's needing some seeding. Interesting why we've got no grass on there. I'm assuming that's been mulched when the field was mulched and it's taken that out. There you go. Fine. See here, this bit that does have grass on it. But naked, without any grass on there. This is our field, and then I think there's a couple of little ones over the road we own. Oh, 39. That one actually over... This one over here with the trim ones in it, that's ours. And one over the other side of the road. Can't just tab to it, Chinook. Hang on, Chinook wants to ride. I was driving towards you and then you disappeared. Where he's gone. Yeah. Over this way. Oh no, that's Chris. I was driving right towards you and then you disappeared. But anyhow. Out in the field. Alright. It's over this way. Here he is. You're going the wrong way, Chinook. Here we go. Nah. Oh, you made it. Alright, there we go. We've got him. Hugsy at night almost. How's that? Hey Jayhawk, how you doing? Good to see you. It's actually, oh no, it's not quite dark outside. It's starting to lighten up out there. How you doing, Mrs. Prof? Good to see you. Hope you're all well. So anyhow, getting back to our farm tour. Animals over here as well. Cattle barn, cow barn. Lilies in there. Like I said, hopefully once I've been around a bit of the map and loaded in, things will calm down. Beautiful map though. It was a nice map in 22. And one we did have on a multiplayer server, but I didn't actually spend too much time on it myself. So, where is the other? There's one other field we own over the road. This is number 5, so it's one just back over that way. It's on the other side of the trees here. So that's kind of the farm at the moment. What time is it here? It is just gone 7 AM. Jayhawk. But yeah, that's it. So we're going to go and have a look at the map and figure out what needs to be done. We've got, like I said, we've got a couple of harvesting contracts to do. Have a look at our soil sampling and things like that. So we'll just park up here, Chinook go and sort himself out. So, like I said, first time looking at precision farming. So everything I understand is very similar. What we know from 22. I'm sure you guys will be able to help me out with this a little bit too. You can see there's Henson going through and doing that sampling. So we've got all our soil types. Everything you can see where our fields already have been sampled. I didn't actually pick up, I said about 8. Oh, we own a couple of fields over the other side. So just taking a look, we've got contract field to harvest. Those 4 are all planted. So we've got 1 and 2 which need to be planted there. But you can see soybeans, a bit of grass down there. Oats and wheat in there. So, going back to this precision farming. So soil types, pH, obviously for your lime, so those fields are going to need a little bit of lime. Next time you can see where these fields have been limed. Interesting, it's got the strips. I don't know what that's about. Nice. Interesting to see whether that'll disappear or not. Nitrogen, obviously, depending on what we plant in there, we'll be able to put nitrogen on when we're seeding if we have a seeder, or later on that'll do the automated detection. You can see the fields that have been harvested. So we've loaded in, and one that's been seeded. So all pretty much the same as what it was, isn't it? Not too much difference going on there. So once those soil samples are done, we'll be able to have a look at the pH there. But we are set up down here to run some harvesting. We had a contract harvester somewhere too. What's down here? No. Apparently we've got a million pressure washers. What's this? What's this? Trying to figure out what we're going to do. Okay, tab through, have a look. So here's the harvesting stuff. All right, Chris is down here. We'll start off by chopping a bit of a field out, right? We own the S7. The case harvester is hired, part of the contract. So I'm just going to jump in and do this. Once those soil samples are done, we can do some liming. See if we can create some steering assist on this field. Oh yeah, alright. Headlands. It's not going to map 2 headlands. Because of this narrow bit up here, probably. Okay, oh well. It's a bit here like this. Come on. There we go. Right. Another new part of the map I haven't been to yet, so might find ourselves jumping around a little bit. Oh, what is going on? Trying to pick up this headland. Here we go. There it goes. Right. I like the trim lines. This is actually quite a good example of them. There's a couple of examples just on this map where they don't seem to work. This field, you'll see it on this one. It's like the tractor, they stop on a couple, but then others go straight through. You see it here around those. And then obviously that field, it's like, oh, I can do the headlands, but can't figure out the rest. I think it's going to depend on the map a little bit too, as to how well they work. But I'm certainly, I like them. I think they're cool, but like you say, it depends if you get your field work done before the crop's up. It doesn't really matter. Excuse me. Right. I have had some issues around the seeding contracts and what was the other one? Cultivating contracts not working. Depending on what you use, just what piece of equipment you use, or seeding won't complete because it doesn't plant the tram lines, and therefore it doesn't reach field completion. So that's a little bit of a frustration. Hopefully it's something that'll get patched out. And also, I guess because we don't own this field and because we're not doesn't have soil sampling on it, we're not getting any of that info up on the top screen there around our yields or anything. But that's kind of cool. I like that little addition up there. Kind of saw some of those things in 22 with one of Thundar's mods, wasn't it? The script mod he had, which we used on Tahitian County. Picked up on some of that info. Thank you, Jayhawk. Yeah, drop a like if you're enjoying things. Much appreciated. Welcome along, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend, doing whatever it is you're doing. Also, Mother's Day here in New Zealand today. Don't know if it's Mother's Day elsewhere around the world or not, but if it is, happy Mother's Day to all the mums. Ah, there's the other combine. It's gone the other way. And it's, of course, it's Chinook. It doesn't do anything orthodox, right? You're also having, Chinook's also having to drive a case, which is funny too. I know how much he enjoys the case combines. Hey, Kikarino, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, welcome along. Hope you're good, mate. Mother's Day for you guys tomorrow. Nice. Straighty, evening, mate. Nice to see you, mate. Hope things are well for you. Interesting seeing how that train track's all built up there, so it's a level. We've got some areas just north of us where the rail line was shifted many years ago, and you can actually still see where they the old rail route where the tracks used to go. It's quite cool. Actually old tunnels in there you can go and explore. And then if you're really adventurous, there's a few spots as well where there's old there's bike tracks and walking tracks on those rail courses. It's quite fascinating. Alright, so we will be taking a look. So just actually see while we're just running along here. So you got soil sampling is all done, so we're just obviously waiting now for the lab to do its thing and come back with some results. Once that's done, I'm guessing we'll be able to get in and get that field lined. There's a neat contract I saw on here yesterday. I think this one here gives you 2 tractors and 2 lime spreaders. This is for lime. Now, I think that's the contract. There's a contracts mod that's been put on the server which is allowing lime contracting. I'm guessing that's where that's come from. It's going to be a mini map, I think. Yeah. Don't know why Chinook didn't turn around in that corner and go back the other way. What's he thinking? There we go, $9,750 for soil samples to be analysed. Now, interestingly enough, we've got 2 different size headers in play. A bit of a challenge. Hey Tate, how you doing? No more tractors. Soil samples, they just come through. Right. So it's going to cost about 20 grand to look here. That was really fast though. Really fast. And quite a variety on the map. So I'm guessing this wasn't precision farming really, it's probably using a default map. It'd be interesting to see how mappers create those soil maps. I've seen some cool stuff where they do the lower yielding areas around the edge of trees where the lifestyle, wildlife, or even just the overhanging trees can affect yields, edge of fields and that kind of thing, which tend to be lower yield than in the middle. Or you might pick an area like down here to the right over here where it's lower yielding because it's lower, or maybe it's higher yielding because all the top quality soil's been washed down into there. I don't know. Interesting ways for it to be done. G'day Bruce, how you doing? Good afternoon. Hey, lime contract's a great way to go bankrupt. Probably not so much now with precision farming, but I wonder if a lime contract where it doesn't have the soil sampling would follow precision farming or not. I don't know. Be interesting to find out. Hey Helder, how you doing? Good morning. Okay. G'day Chad, welcome mate. Welcome in everyone, thanks for tuning in. Did just spray level mod work on line contracts? Possibly. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, we possibly could. Aim on. The only way that the game knows whether you've changed is whether you change the ground state. So that's why there's issues for contracts, for example. So that's why there's issues with the seeding with tram lines, because if you put tram lines on, you've obviously reduced the amount of area you're planting. And so when it scans the field, it goes, well, you've only planted 90% of the field, not 100. Morning, Shane. How you doing? Saw my good lady say about case tractors. You talking about the little short I made of her when she was calling them case in, not case IH. It was a bit of fun. It was a bit of fun doing that. I need to try and get her on the channel a bit more. Yeah. So interesting, eh? It's only applying the correct pH right through the middle, but not to the edges. Strange. Does anyone, I don't know if anyone's seen that, does that happen on single player games as well? Intrigued to see what's causing that. Another Sunday, another pancake and farm sim day, nice. Don't forget Mother's Day today as well, Elder. We had our proper, well, it actually wasn't our proper first day of sport yesterday. Dramas though, so I'd taken my youngest off to his football game, which I coach, and Mrs. Argsy and my oldest were off to the supermarket, and they were going to come watch the football. Anyhow, just as the game started, actually before it started, I was busy getting the team ready. I had a missed call from Mrs. Argsy, and she'd managed to drive over a screw or a nail or something on her way into town and had a rather flat tyre. Ended up at a tyre shop, got sold 2 new tyres, and spent the morning having to wait for those to get fitted and repaired and replaced. Just frustrating for her. And expensive for us. She's getting a sleep in. Nice. How you doing, Outlaw Speedy? Tip my hat to you, my friend. Hey, Jimmy. Welcome along, buddy. Welcome along. Great to see, actually. I put a post up in our Logging League Discord. Great to see a few of our friends coming back, or interested in having another go with Logging League. So excited to see if we can bring that back. Get that going. Well, FSG and I have a chat tonight when we're recording our next episode in North Frisian. See what he thinks. Interesting, actually, what we're going to do tonight on that. Haha, yes, I will remind him about kissing the bridge. Chinook, I actually went back and watched the stream and saw that happen, not because someone told me to or anything, you know what I mean? No one would rat FSG out like that, surely. So I did find the time to clip that and share it in his Discord. But yeah, and we'll have a chat about the Logging League and make a bit of a plan of what we might be able to do. Have a look at what maps are out there. Obviously, Silver Run's back. He'd be a prime candidate, but a few other ones out there too already. Yeah, feel free to join Outlaw. All the merrier. Right. Run this headland off once more. Chinook's obviously, he isn't bothered. On. It's actually interesting seeing that. I didn't realise that was the AF11 combine. I probably would have stolen that rather than the S7, but nice deal. Nice couple bits of kit. Overdid it on some spots as well, on the liming. Yeah, down there. It's almost too high, isn't it? Not quite. Oh, on the other field, yeah, it has. Yeah, even seen it blue. Overlined, too much line. Oops. See, look at Chinook's manoeuvre he's having to make there. He can't turn around in one move, so he's only got a single headland. Rookie. Right. Hey, Bo, how you doing, mate? What's happening? Real good. See if we can pick up a row here somewhere. Oh, interesting angle. I didn't know what angle we were going to do this on. Oh, it's because it hasn't actually changed properly. Actually turned off. There we go, that's better. Your best effort with tire damage has been 6 nails in a steer tire in a truck, or a sea container security bolt in another truck. Do you know what, I got a puncture once with a, must have been like a 303 caliber shell cartridge. I don't know, it might be something around that, but it was a good 1.5 inches long, and I managed to pick that up through a tire somewhere. Goodness knows how I managed to do that, but that was my best effort with the tire. Ah, T-Man, how you doing, buddy? So good to see you. Welcome along. Thoughts on precision farming? Pleased it's back. I like the additions, but this is literally the first time I've played the game with precision farming on a map, so I'm still getting my head around everything. What's changed? What's new? What's not working properly? But yeah, pretty impressed to see that it's back. I was just looking at that, team, man. Have you changed? You haven't changed your You haven't set up a new YouTube account, because weren't you just T-Man Gaming previously? Is the X new? I wondered if maybe you'd set up a new YouTube account, which had taken you off the list. I thought, yeah. Epic Infinity, can you get FS25 please? Yes, you can. You can go to the Giants web store and find a copy there, and if you use the code ArgsyGaming at the checkout, you'll help support the channel at the same time. If you don't want to do it that way, you can get it through Steam, Xbox, PlayStation. Lots of different options. You've noticed yield seems down even with 100% fertile Alma. Now I know I had some comments that I read in the partner Discord about that too. So yeah, I have seen that as an issue. Look at that flickering on that trailer. It's not good. Ooh. Look here. chewing through this field. So according to this, I've done. Is that an accumulated? Right. So I've done 3.3 hectares and total harvest is 49 hectares. So can I reset that? Does it just always crowns up? Yeah. I wonder why that is. There you go. Should have your blue back now. You recently bought 19 for try it out and spent your pocket money on it. Oh no. Well, 19's still a good copy of the game. Downloaded and using the mod you like a lot. Nice, Chad. Nice. Now I actually I'm going to do an update to it because I did my little preview video on it saying it's great for auto drive because you can drive along in front of it, and then I tried to use it on auto drive properly and I realised depending on their piece of equipment the trigger doesn't stick out the front far enough, which was by design because I wanted people to use it the way I intended, which was to use a wheel loader to scoop out and fill up. But I might go through and extend the trigger out a bit further just so it does work with auto drive. You could make an auto drive course which backs into it. But yeah, we might do that. I'll see. Good luck with that, Epic. Go and find some cars to wash, mow some lawns. Do the dishes. Up out at home. Want some chores. What are we doing here? I'm sure you'll be creative with the way money to do it. I thought you got fired. It's the easiest job in the world, T-Man. Easiest job in the world. You don't want to get fired from that one. G'day, Shade Slayer. How you doing? Now I spent a few hours last night building up Simrig, which was kind of cool. Go to the other side of the field, Chinook. I'll finish this a little bit off. Just because we're running different width headers, it'd get awkward. You should go right to the other side and work back towards me, because then your header width will meet in the middle somewhere. So there's a funny thing with those bulk products, kegs. It depends what the issue is. I'll explain it to you as best I can. The way the multiplier works, depending on whether you're on easy, normal or hard, will work on store-bought fertilizer like pellets and things like that, but it doesn't work on buying things out of a silo. So it's not possible to have varying prices. So I think I had them at 0.8 of a, I think I did them at 0.8 value compared to default values. Let's just run along this headland line so we can keep unloading. 0.8 of normal, but then if you go on easy, they're really cheap. But if you go on hard, they become more expensive. So it depends on what mode you play on. But yeah, there's no way to actually scale it. No. can't see yourself. There you go.
Too tall.
Too tall. Too tall. There you go. You awake or asleep still? Hey? Asleep. Yeah, so it's a little bit frustrating because Mark Haythornthwaite's had the same thing with one of his mods that he was working on. So yeah, it's one of those things. What field are we on? 32 at the moment. See, man, this is a contract we're doing. Playing on the Louisiana map. Shade say, how do you find that? Really? Oh, I should read the rest of your comment. Really like the map since it's all the productions on it. The only thing I had was more crops like Neanderthal. Right. Yeah, that Louisiana map was interesting. It looked interesting. Same to you, Share. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Including those who are mothers to fur babies. That's a valid reason to celebrate Mother's Day. Alright, we're 63, oh, because we haven't delivered any properly. So we're 63% through and just about finished the actual harvest. But... Oh. Excuse the noise in the background, that'll be a puppy. Stella. Stella. She'll come. Stella, come here. Stella, come. No. She's gone. It's going to get her to come and say hello. Hasn't been on stream for ages. Alright, so let's turn around and share. Thank you very much for that. Very generous of you. £4.99 super chat. It's very, very generous, thank you. You had a black lab named Stella. Oh, nice. We've got a black schnoodle, Schnauzer poodle. Yes. Oh, she was a special skills dog. Oh, nice. I will make a point of doing that, Share. Thank you. Yeah, special skills dog. Yeah, Stella's a bit of a special skills dog. Not in the right sense. But she's not. She's good most of the time. She's still a puppy. She's only just over 4 months old. So. It's like having an infant in the house again. Can't leave things lying around. Can't keep doors closed. Nightmare. Oh. The dance of the unloaders. Right. Let's have a look. Yeah, here we go. So this is good. So Chinook's on that side. We can chop over towards them. Open doors and pick up things. Nice. Oh, that's a good skill. It's good to have. It's amazing what they can train dogs to do. It's incredible. And you can see why Stella is. It's pretty smart. Watch Chef SG's barrel stacking video. Yeah, I haven't seen it from his perspective yet. That was a bit of a laugh. Reminds me I need to put anywhere object storage into the server and have a little bit of a tidy up at the start of the video tonight. Might even force him to come over with his wheel loader. Help us. But yeah, that was messy. That was very messy. Good fun though. Welcome along everyone. Hope you're all doing well. 50 viewers in the stream, which is awesome. Make sure you drop the thumbs up. Where's Stella? Bring her. Will she come here? Yeah, nice to have you all here. 50 of you in the stream. Make sure you drop the thumbs up if you are enjoying the content. Double check to make sure you are subscribed. She's got a plastic bottle she's pushing around and playing with, so hence all the banging and crashing on the concrete floors. Let's see if she'll come and say hello to us. G'day, Stuart. How you doing, Cecil? Oh, here she is. Here she is. Oh. Good stop. Alright. Right. Where are we? Oops. Come say hello. Here she is. Here's it. Oh, are you going to growl? Are you going to growl and punch me in the side of the face? You say hello to everyone? You say hello to everyone? Oh. Circus performer. You circus performer. She's getting very big. She's growing. Aren't ya? Aren't ya? She is getting a big dog. Oh, right. Here you go. I'm gonna say hello. Yeah, it's definitely grown a lot. She's a bundle of energy. She needs to be she's got a 600ml empty lift bottle, which we've pulled all the wrapping off. She loves playing with them. She'll just grab it and run around, and it bounces on the concrete floors and makes a racket. But it's better than chewing on something valuable. All your butterflies have been released. Nice, Cher. It's a sweet, I'm guessing it, isn't it? See them grow, form their chrysalis, metamorphosize, or whatever the word is, and you see them flying around. Who does the brushing? We do. We've just got to sort of sit on Mrs. Arksy mostly, but I'll do it sometimes. She's really bad at the back of her, the back of her legs down here. She gets very matted in that, so it's quite hard. But we've got some thinning shears that we're trying out to see how they go. Right, that's all Chinook. He can finish that off, and we're done. The end of this one. Alright. No, I don't think the boys would have the patience to do it. Right, so there we go. Let's roll on out of here now. Fold up. I mean, popping up with a land purchase. At minus 286,000. Right, drop that off there. Right, so there we go. Job done. Let's roll on out now. I'm just looking at where we are. Go back through the farmyard here. The farmer. Oh, bring things up. Right. Sorted. That's problematic. We've finished harvesting. Chris has delivered a couple of loads and we're still stuck on 63%. Not ideal. Oh, beacon's on. Hopefully you'll get to go to the eye doctor again soon to get some new glasses where I can get on the live stream again with you guys again one day. That'd be awesome. See, man, love to see you in here again. Careening through fields and crashing into me. And I mean that with the greatest of joy, because it's little moments like that, which, how long ago was that? That was 2019, I think, server. It was on the first Valley of the Old Farm we had. And I still remember it. Still remember it. That's very low for that contract, so. completely missed something or something. Oh, I've harvested everything. Contract's going in the same spot, so that doesn't do it. Not right. Not right at all. Your mum bred and raised pups when you were a kid. Cool, Cecil. Very cool. Send me some screenshots of your Alma map you redid this farm. Oh, cool. Did that. Did my friend. Is the grain miller production? I wonder if it's. Oh, we get to see there's income going in there. We've got a harvest income there. Is that suggesting that we've completed the contract and it was giving us the last income for it? Interesting. Right, so these are, I think it's Tate out doing the lime, isn't it? Getting that done, yep. He's in the 8R planting some soybeans, must be up in that other field. We'll have a look at that in just a second, but we're going to carry on down here at these oats. There's no point keeping that combine for this field, this one's tiny. Oh yeah, truck would be useful. Is there an entrance? And I've just sailed past it. Look, see. Must be somewhere we can get into this field. We're just driving across the grass. Huh. Alright, looks like we're just going on the grass. Oh well. No ditch or anything here, so. Headed a trailer off. Let's start unfolding things. Hooked up and we'll get into this. Done in no time. Nah. This field's tiny. Right, let's look here. Can we go double headlands on this one? Yeah, we can. Happy days. Right, into it. You were embarrassed that day. Wanted to crawl under a rock. Not at all, Tammy. Not at all. Hey, Scooter, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. You keeping out of trouble? Or if you're getting into trouble, it's not too serious. I saw that. That was very close to a collision there with the Ensign and Chris. Different crops though. It's oats. This is oats. And this contract's not going up. I would have expected to have seen a percentage complete on this contract already. With this amount harvested on a small field, I wonder if it's because we're using our own equipment. Is a 63% how much Chinook harvested versus how much I harvested? That would be strange. Anyone else come across issues with doing contract work? Oh, 100%. We should be 5% through. It's bugged. The contracts are bugged. I broke the contracts. I'll take responsibility. The 63 would make sense though, because I'd expect that X9, sorry, that AF11 combine would have harvested maybe a little bit more because of the bigger header. So technically, more grain would have gone through that combine than this one. But who knows? We'll fix it. Always being on a PC server, you can add money in it as and when you need to. See what happens. Love the landscape on this map. Just the contours and everything are really nice. Yeah. 0% complete. Kind of wish we'd taken the contract with wiring equipment for this one to see what would have happened. In fact, there's someone... Chinook, do you want to bring that combine down, that borrowed one, and just put it in the field and see if using a leased piece of equipment will... Okay, here we go. Chinook's going to bring that combine down and we'll put it in the field and see if it makes a difference. I'm not going to stop, but see if it makes a difference. Oh, at least you will know, because as soon as you go in, it'll show up as completing someone. Right, so jumping back here, precision farming. So, interesting how that lime's all streaky and applying really heavily right at the back of the piece of equipment. But are we going to see under here now? Putting soybeans in so they don't need nitrogen. Going to see any yield, but we're seeing the variable seed rate coming through. And that. Wait till we've gotten to this next little bit before we unload. Slide over a row. I've heard of you losing your head before Chinook, but that's ridiculous. I'd have to stop by the time Chinook gets here. There's a little grass field over on the corner there. Handy to have that. Got the cattle, so sure we get some TMR made. Yeah, I would have thought with this we'd have isn't it funny? The automatic automatic sensoring on this. Doesn't like the ass and grass. I don't know what the case can be used on grass. What's it put an at in the middle of there for? Interesting. Catch you later, Keeks. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us. You take care as well. See you again soon. Hopefully in Logging League. Are you on your way, Charlie? There he goes. He's coming out of town. Tell me about your problems. I want solutions. Alright. So we'll do these headlands. Oh, they're gonna go on a straight row. Yeah. That's the downside of it, trying to do this without the rows visible. Without the lines visible. It snaps to the wrong line. Excuse me. Alright. Because what'll be interesting is if we get to having completed the contract in terms of supplying the oats, we should see that we'll get a we'll start getting some money come through. Interesting. That's interesting. What's the plan contract? Give it up. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, cultivating contracts will work, but you need to use the deep cultivator so it rips up the frame lines. I want to see how many different ways you can write grass and how many different ways the auto sensor picks it up. So I've got an exclamation mark going in there now. Tape. Oh, someone's wet and been outside. Just get the hand reseat there. There we go, we've got ampersand, we've got a dollar sign, we've got an exclamation. Isn't it funny though, because grass is a word you'd use a lot on the servers. Yeah, we'll just unload straight to the truck. Yeah, go and mow the grass. Alright, let's see what happens here. Okay. Now, but then he said because it needs lime, we might as well do it now and get it growing at its maximum. Are we going to go and see some completion on this contract, or is it just bugged? No, maybe it's just bugged. I would have thought it would have completed some by now. Yeah. Root. broke. Get rid of it. Get it out of here. Oh, let's keep on harvesting then. Keep going, Chinook. Get it done. What? Oh.
The annoying thing was that.
Is what?
Big.
Why is that? Did you screenshot it? No, you didn't. I'll show you how to do it later. Tell Chinook you said hello, please. T-Man says hello, Chinook. To yo. To yo-yo. To yo-yo or not to yo-yo? Oh no. I know. As I was saying the other day, T-Man, because YouTube's just turned 20 and I've been on it for 5 years. Yeah, I would have thought it would have been around for a huge amount of time before I started doing anything. But it's been... I've been on YouTube creating content for a quarter of its life. It's crazy. Crazy, man, crazy. Well, was... What's this guy done? What's this guy done? Did your rose... Oh, did your rose create on the other angle? Interesting. So Chinook's rose created along that angle, probably because he came into the field down in that corner, versus mine started on that angle because I was on that edge. Yeah. Interesting. I'll tell you what, T-Man, I sometimes think these guys can't see what they're doing either. Don't worry about that. As he says, driving into the field, leaving less than half a width. It just told me they're professionals. It's done it manually. This is the most ridiculous harvest I've ever seen. Farmer's going to drive past and he's go, these guys are charging me for the diesel they're using. I didn't even put mine on. These guys are charging me for the diesel they're using. And the hours they run, and they're only harvesting a quarter of a header at a time. True. If Cliff Clarkson can farm without any experience. That's a good point. Nice to see the trailer for Clarkson Farms coming out too. So completely zero progress here on the contract. I think before we try and fix these at the end, well, I think we leave them sitting there, and at the end of the stream we should restart the server and see if that, once I finish streaming, restart the server and see if that. I don't know if it will. I don't expect it to, but it just seems strange. whoever gets a tractor and a mower. Alright. Got a house full of grandkids. Why, how times have changed. For the best, right, though. I can hear a truck. For the best. G'day Jeremy, how you doing? And it's noisy. So what are you to them, T-Man? Are you grandpa? Are you pop? Granddad? What do they call you? Papa D-Man? You're stuck in your game room. Stuck. Some would call it hiding. You're playing single player on Alma and having no issues with contracts. Yeah. You don't come out much. Hello, Stella. We'll drop that off there. Oh, is it going to snap on? No, I can just. Oof. Save that. Yeah, it is hiding. It is going to be interesting actually what's going to happen to this prop. So Chris is off to deliver it. Daylight robbery. Don't trust the Midwest. Put headphones on so you can't hear it. I hope they're noise cancelling ones too, man. Might be time to invest in some. Hanson's comparing their server to a casino. Server always wins. Alright, so that's those two contracts done. At least they're completed. Now, we can actually... We can... we need to roll, probably need to roll those soybeans, do we? Have a look. Go and grab the roll around, go for a run around with that. Alright, mate. You said Happy Mother's Day to Mum?
What?
You said Happy Mother's Day to Mum?
No, I haven't.
Right, let's run this along here and park it here for now.
She's in the shower.
Okay. Need to find out if I'm going to take you to football too. Okay. 1050 can roll bands and 3650 TED. Tractor spear, that's the 3650. No spear tractors. Yes, boss. Ted's taking the lead. Oops, I left my beacons on. Alright, let's turn those off. No one else knows what's going on. Ain't that the truth, though? Alright, so then Chris is he pulled in? He's just about to pull in. Alright, let's see what's just about to happen. Are we going to get some field completion or are we going to Some money coming in. We're going to get absolutely nothing of anything. You guys unloaded 8,000. And nothing. No money, no anything. Right. Oh well. So we got $200 income at the end. That's suggesting we completed the contract. Yeah. Rich. Crazy, eh? Crazy. Oh, that's our grass field there. Did we just buy 28? That's what happened. Ah. Okay. So we bought this one. I didn't realise that.
Hey, Mom.
The exclamation mark S. Right. Well. Hanson's got the 1050. Right, let's do this. Let's take this down and swap out the cheddar. And we can come and run that roller. Biggest tractor on the world's smallest header. Does sound good, doesn't it? I don't think your tractor's big enough for that header, Hanson. Right, here you go. Yeah, I'll go roll. Right, let's go fish out the roller. Should add monitors and stuff in it. Floyd says hello. Did I saw you say that before, Bo. Did I not say hello back to him? Hello, Floyd. How you doing, buddy? Your dad sent me a photo the other day of you, I think you had the Hulk mask on and the Arctic Gaming hat on. I thought that was a pretty impressive photo. Gotta admit, I feel like that sometimes. Come on, boys, can you keep an eye on her, please? Just bring her down here and close the hallway door. Right, need to go back the other way. Can't go through there, but at the same time, I wasn't going to fit turning left straight away. Carter, where is she? Where is she? Oh, no, you meant to bring her down here and close this door, please. I don't know what they've done, T-Man. I just log in and play. Alright. Okay. Slow. Floyd said hello to you.
Huh?
Floyd said hello to you.
Hi, Floyd.
Here we go. That's a big roller. Oh, that's not, why am I not going very fast? Cruise control 6. Match that up to where it needs to be. There we go. Right. Carter, please, can you play with Stella? Oh my goodness. Kids. Kids. You need to wash your car. Nice boat. Can you come and do mine for me too, please? When you drive, if you're home, are you driving back to they have plenty this afternoon? It'll just get dirty on the way back, won't it? Carter? Alright. Rolling, 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 rolling. And he's rolling. Right, lot 37. Is that clear? Right on the corner. Is that 37 empty? See where I'm looking? If that's clear, that'd be like. If it's got no buildings on it, that'd work really well. Squeaky toys tend to tame the dog. Back to Vegas today, keep the car washed, there's lots of H2 lessons. Ah, okay. Makes sense. It's the kids squeaking the toy to keep Stella entertained. Oh no, she has got it in her mouth. No, it's Stella. Hey. Stella. She's okay. Any texture looking back over the roll. Let's see. Oh no, she's not. And she's almost not the most annoying one either. I'm on this side, as in the farmyard we're using. That farm there. I don't know what's been in, whether we've just taken it on as it is, or whether we've added things or not. Anyhow, the blanket's looking good. I'm pleased to share. That's awesome. Come here. Not the best time to be picking you up. Let's just stop that. Oh, there she is. Here you go. Here you go. You want to talk to anyone? You want to drive the tractor for me? I'll hop on my. I'm trying to hop on the desk. Hey, hey. Oops. That's the microphone. Look at that. Sorry. This is that's turning into a ASMR stream, which is the microphone. Yep. ASMR. Stella. Hey. Any trouble? Any trouble? Aren't you? You're wet because you've been outside in the wet grass. Aren't you? Been outside in the wet grass. What are you looking at? Are you watching the tractor? You see the tractor? Okay. Carter, can you play with her so she's not trying to scratch the door down, please? Hey, Nardo, how you doing? It is 20 past 8. 20 past 8 here at the moment. Oh, the one near town. Okay. She looks like your Aussie doodle, so she's a schnoodle. Schnauzer doodle. Schnauzer poodle. Noodle. A rat terrier. Now they're playing with her. Hectic time of the year. Getting out my boys off to play football or travel for a football game in about half an hour, so just trying to get ready. Mrs. Aunty's normally up and about and keeping the dog. In fact, she's normally gone out for a walk on a Sunday morning and would take the dog with her. So. But not today. Not today. More fun, less functional. Carter, please. Carter, please can you come and get what she's got off her? And pick that stuff up, please. All of it.
Ate your card.
I know she ate the card. Oh, that's...
The cardboard.
Right, there we go. Let's pick up, of course. You just need to play with her for a bit. Keep her occupied. Goodness. Crazy scale of the rolls are massive. Yeah. Hard to actually comprehend sometimes. Particularly when you're left with an awkward little piece like this. Now I've kind of got to go. Well, I'm not going to turn around. Run back. Do the next section. Had to get rid of the horses. We've actually decided to do the horses this time. Keep the horses in. We've got the horse helper mod, I think, so they will get ridden by someone other than us. Might have to just drive it manually, Henson. Yeah, it's not something I've used now though, so. Apparently it's doing all the work for us. I've just got its daily riding done. Go through and name them all. if you come in and help on the server, you get a horse named after you. Yesterday. Yeah, there's today's helpers. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it's called Nardo, but it's definitely got a mod like that in here.
Oh.
Carter. Yeah, you can. I'm not going to call one Args, it'll probably get flogged. And neglected. Not looked after. Alright. It's all good with these irregular shaped fields in a big tool like this. You end up with these weird little bits you've got to redo and go back over again. Has anyone been keeping a game called Truck World Australia, which has been in development for quite some time? It was a couple of years ago now I did the truck driving school that they did. I've actually been playing in their beta playtest. It's a closed private playtest and had a little bit of a play around in there. But they've announced for some time to release in the next week, hopefully not too far away. Don't play with that ball with her. You'll wreck it, buddy. It's not to play with Stella with. Get her tennis ball from over by her bed. But they're doing like a prologue, or what did they call it? Did they call it a prologue? I don't remember now. On my wish list on Steam. Make a growl. Where's my wish list? First Haul is what it's called. And release date of Q2 2025, so hopefully it's not too far away. But it says First Haul is your first mission as a truck driver in the heart of Australia. Hit the road through the continent's vast deserts, miles of road, scorching heat, and a face-to-face encounter with a real sandstorm. Conquer the sandstorm, battle a roaring wall of dust that rocks your rig and cuts sight almost nothing. Freedom beyond the cab, step out of your truck to manually secure the load, lower and raise the trailer legs and connect or disconnect the hitch. Take full control over every stage of your delivery. Explore Australia's stunning red wilderness, swap smooth highways for rugged dirt tracks and muddy back roads that can trap your wheels, deliver vital cargo and help solve real world challenges, not just for yourself, but the entire outback community. But yeah, it's seemed very cool so far. I did just play it with my controller, so I haven't actually had it with the steering wheel yet. So that's the kind of next thing to have a play around with. Yeah, I'm pleased I've carried on development with it too. There's another one that was being made in Australia called what was it called now? Something pasture something. It was like a mustering game set in the Aussie outback. You could use quad bikes and side-by-sides and even little Robertson R-22 helicopters to muster your cattle. Kinda cool. I'll look because that's on my wish list somewhere too. Pasture, the livestock simulator. They had a little demo you could play a wee while ago too. Hey Kiwi Sim Farmer, morning mate. Good to see you. Hope you're up nice and early to make Mrs. Kiwi Sim Farmer breakfast in bed Mother's Day. Hope you're good though, mate. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, beautiful couple of days here actually. Bit average at the end of the week. Friday was very wet, which was good actually. Needed a bit of rain, but today, yesterday, absolutely gorgeous. Clear skies, blue sky, lots of sun. Stella. Just to go down the hallway because that's where Mum is. Alright. So, because I know there's a little chunk down here to do, I'm going to turn around and do that now to save us running all the way down the other end of the field and then coming back. This big roller, you can't actually go faster than 9 miles. You can't lower wheels down and drag it. It's 9 miles or bust. What you doing? Ella. Doing? I know you want to find Mum, don't you? You want to go find Mum, don't you? Yes, you do. Hello. Hello. Good to hear. Great weather. Nice. Sounds much the same as home. There she is. There she is. What are you doing? Am I taking him into town? Hey Michael, how you doing, buddy? I might have said that already, but I'm going to double down. Hope you're doing well. See you. We got more soil samples. Is that the other field? Grass field. Right, so we're almost done here. Let's just turn that back on. Hopefully run that way. There we go. Interesting those tram lines, whatever reason, haven't done anything. We can jump actually in there and see. I'm glad you caught it as well, Michael. Glad you caught it as well. All right. Days. Alright. So we can probably go in and start rolling this first half of this next field. Like folding things up, we're just going to drag it across the track. Headsy's been smashing out the seeding. Yeah, 3 passes probably. Which field's bigger actually? 47 acres and 40 acres. Interesting, because I would have almost... Oh, that counts with that land. Field's 17 acres and the field here is 31. Yeah, quite a lot different. Quite a lot different. Right, let's get some guidance going on this one. Beautiful. Just try forward enough to get it to register. Alright, bail out here. Find a row going down this way. It's good. Just about to pick up. Let me go back down. Oh, that row's almost on the headland. Almost work out perfectly. So close to it. Look at that planting setup. It's good. Can't zoom out far enough to enjoy it from that angle. We're coming this way. Yeah, free flash from Yedsy. On the house. Alright. Seeding rates is looking good. We put more soybeans in here too, did we? Yeah, we did. So again, nitrogen not going to be needed. But we probably can... Let's just jump out for real quick. Soybeans growing, nitrogen's perfect. So interesting, the pH value is only showing up as good, and then it shows up as perfect. Does that relate to where we're standing? Yeah. See? It's funny how it's done these strips. Perfect, and then we get a good, and then we get a perfect, and we get a good. But nitrogen's looking good because obviously we're in soybeans, which don't need nitrogen. Hey Bender, how you doing? Dutch modelling, evening mate. Yep, this tight little corner. Good to roll it around. Think you missed something? What do you think you missed? Okay. Oh, reaching the 20k. I haven't done it, yeah. It was a wee while ago now. Just haven't done anything to properly celebrate it. It was actually during FSG's 100k stream that he did that my sub count tipped over the 20,000. But yeah, I've kept on saying I need to do something to celebrate and just haven't got around to it. Been lazy. Probably the best way to describe it. No other reason. All on me. Oh, nice to see the sword death from the planter as well. Interesting, actually, we can see that. Should we see it? Maybe not. Not sure. Carrots and 100 acres. With that orange. From the tractor. Interesting then that the seeder doesn't, or the planter doesn't pull them out. Thanks for your help, Tate. Appreciated, mate. Have a good one. Enjoy a nice drive. On a road to go down. Here we go. Oops. Turned off the cruise control. Hey, Ron. Morning, mate. How's things? Work going well? All on top of your spraying and everything, are you? So you're just joining, we are playing on Alma, Missouri. It's a new server we've set up. I think, what did we set a challenge here? Is it earning $25 million? So it's a pretty lofty challenge. Own a decent, actually already own a decent chunk of the map down in here. Not quite a quarter, but getting close to. Got animals, horses, sheep, chickens, cows. We're having a few issues. Oh, also running precision farming, but we're also having a few issues with contracts completion this morning. So not sure what the deal is with that. So we'll just have to wait and see. Don't do contracts. Alright. A spanner in the works, so to speak, Ryan. Did you do it on purpose so you could have a day off? Right. We weren't involved with any of them. That's bullshit. Right. Give me a second. I'll be back. Well, let's head off to his football, so just gonna wish him luck for that. Park that there. Right, back in a minute. Now I'm back. I'm about to head off. It's got a 2.5 hour, what is it? 2.25 drive? 2.5 hour drive up to the Hawke's Bay. 8330 decided it didn't like its transmission anymore. Oh no. Ouch. It's pricey. Stella's found the broom. She loves playing with the broom. She loves the broom bristles. Okay, so let's carry on around the headland. We'll come back and do this little chunk here last. See where we end up. So we're probably gonna, oh, who knows where we'll end up. A recall part the local dealers didn't inform you of. Ah, that's certainly not ideal, is it? Be red or green, it doesn't matter. It always doesn't matter what colour it is. Are you, so you're just starting corn harvest now, Ryan? You've just finished seeding, what were you seeding? Canola or something, and straight into harvesting corn. Is it possible to mow all this grass around the edges of the field? Can you mow that for... Because there is a lot of grass when you look at it. You use for hay or silage. Yeah. Yes, you can. Much modelling saying you can. Be worth testing out, throwing the mower on, and if it didn't, then try that mulching, because there's the bits we've mulched around the edges of the field. But there's a, like, you add it all up, there'd be a lot of grass. Even that chunk that's in around the yard. But mind you, not planting the corn until canola's harvested, we've pretty much seeded everything now there. Ah, nice. Nice. It's going to be a tight little soon. We might have to do a 3-point here. That's not taking the hit. Oh, nice. Feet 900. What are we doing? Again. There we go. Ah, lagged out. Pick the road. Then I hit it. Yeah. Now we're talking. Here we go. This is an Aussie New Zealand server, and this one's set up in probably in the US, same as we normally do. I'm floating around, actually below 100 milliseconds, which is nice. Actually, no weather server's set up. That's probably one of the better ones we've had. Definitely noticed it's a lot smoother. I've had much less lag than normal. Good. Look over, there we go. Grass field just on the other side there. Hard to see. It's going to be made, it's all been tedded and going to be hay. The baler back down there. And on through. We'll keep on rolling. Should write a song about rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Such a nice terrain. It doesn't feel hilly, but it feels, you look around, it feels flat, but as you can see, like the elevator there in the distance and things across to other fields, but it has a real nice terrain. Rosie Cat's come to say hello. Hello, Rosie Cat. There's forest ground in here. Interesting. Stones. Just looking at it from an angle. The stones in there, but you get closer, it does actually have some grass. Right. What have we got? I need 2 passes. Oh, I've actually got a bit up this end of that field too to still do. It's a couple of pieces. Okay. There's a very good chance we'll end at this end anyhow, or we're going to have a small part to do on the other side. It will be what it will be. Feels so slow though. I feel like we should be going faster with the 1050 rolling. Was that Scroff's video about the one that's being developed? So it's not out yet. He was just going through basically what you can read on the GitHub for it. It's by Arrow, same guy who made the realistic weather mod. And it does look very cool. It does look very cool what it does with adding animal information. Basically every animal is unique. It's removed some of the limit on the number of animals visible in a pasture or in a pen, which is also kind of cool. They look a lot more dense. But just have to wait and see how it all pans out and see if it works in the end. So it's yeah, it does sound promising. Sound promising. Things you would have hoped to have had in the base game to start with. A lot of work to go through and identify each animal, though, and to want to keep track of that. If it does it in game and you can kind of have a database almost of each animal, and that's kind of cool, but doesn't do it automatically. It's quite a bit of work. All right, welcome to real farming. I know. Unfortunately, the reality of real farming in a farm sim doesn't actually appeal to a lot of people. Days of spending 8 hours going up and down in a tractor versus spending a couple of hours doing 5 different tasks. I think what's misleading is you get the like the farming YouTubers, not so much Millennial Farmer, but I'm thinking like Larson Farms. But they must have a huge crew. When you see how many tractors I've got floating around, they've got a huge crew and a huge amount of acres they plant. But you don't see a lot of it. You only see the parts that they show. And Welkers are the same. Like, you know, they planted 4,000 acres, and I think they did it in half a dozen videos. It's kind of like people see this sort of snapshot of farming and go, oh yeah, that's for me. Actually, probably not. Probably not. Now, I'm going to be smart and trying, well, if it'll work, I'm actually going to drive this bit manually, because I reckon if I do that, I might get this away with this in 2.5 passes. Whereas I think if I did it on the course, I'd end up with a sliver either side of this section. Have to come back again. So looking forward to catching up with FSG tonight on North Virgin as well. I'll have to, what are we going to be doing? We've got our hay to finish making. FSG's got a field he'll probably be prepping, I imagine, the one he harvested last time. We actually haven't talked about whether we should put precision farming in, but I reckon it'd be a good idea. And it'd work for me because I'm pretty much grass grown. Not grass grown, grass mowing. It's just the corn we have to harvest, but I'm not too worried if it affects yields for silage. And what's he got, corn and sunflowers still growing, so we have to have a chat, figure out what we do. This roller is massive. Yes. I agree though, Hanson. I'll just sit here watching money come in and out, buildings bought, buildings sold. Yeah. We spent a whole year harvesting fields and earning that $200,000, and you just throw a building down like it doesn't care. Alright, let's see how we've gone with getting this finished in 2 passes. I think we've done alright. We're close there. Hmm. Be tight. It's gonna be tight just here. I reckon we're just gonna miss a smaller sliver. It's okay, we need to turn around and come back and do these bits, so. All in all, save the day. Done it about as efficiently and effectively as we can. Okay, from there. What's the benefits for rolling fields in real life? So we roll fields in New Zealand to just compact the soil and retain soil moisture just a little bit. I know that if they roll a soybean field, it's normally just to knock down any lumps so they can run the headers closer to the ground, push any stones down into the ground. So they wouldn't normally roll corn ground because you cut corn, you know, a foot off the ground or even higher. But soybeans you want to cut really low so you can get all the beans. So that's really the main reason I know. But yeah, those are the two different reasons I'm aware of rolling fields. So and that's a funny thing. Like FarmSim wants you to roll potatoes. You'd never roll potatoes. So they're in ridges or any root crops really. You wouldn't roll corn because you don't cut it that low. So it's really only just low cut crops. You know, roll the beech so you can cut it, and that's cutting it as low, so you can cut it as low as possible, right? Okay, there's a little bit here. Turn early because the wing's so big it's going to get there. A little bit on these ends, and then that one pass, and we're done. Alright, mate. See you, Edsy. Thanks for your help, mate. Much appreciated. Alright. We'll just run this down the middle and we'll be done. Take the loss in yield and go for the realism. The yields vary. Is that 5% or something for rolling? What does it say? Help. I need someone to help. Rolling. No, it doesn't say. I'm pretty sure it's 2.5 or 5%. It's not much. You're watching Iron Farmer on YouTube, Spencer. Use him to pick tin roofing up from his field after a tornado, so his combine did sicken up. Yeah, I can imagine. Imagine that. Yeah, I've watched a little bit of Spencer. I'm much more of Grant's perspective, to be honest. I don't know if you know Nardo, but Grant and Spencer are part of the squad. Yeah. The biggest YouTube channels out there. 2.5% roll. There we go. It's not much at all. Yeah, so I had the pleasure of meeting Grant last year when we were at the FS25 preview event at Case in Racine, Wisconsin. It's pretty cool. Heck of a nice guy. Hey Oz, evening mate. Alright, job done. pull in here, out of the field here. Press X to fold. Drag that forward, which is I think what you'd normally do to take some of the weight off the rams. But there you go. There we go. Let's drop that off there. That's got a nice texture on that, isn't it? This one, 82%, 1.5 million litres chaff in there. Keep the cows happy. Let's go over to... You know what we should have done? It's a side by side. The shed. How you doing, Ollie? You alright, mate? Go for a little drive down and see what the guys are up to. Yeah. Still love the audio driving on these metal gravel roads. How much better the gravel road textures are now that you can use. Oh, there we go. Chris Winrow lighting the field up. Could just about be done. It's been going around, Ollie. I've heard a lot of people saying they've had that. Edson over here with the biggest mower setup in the world. 8R rolling with the John Deere baler on the back. And down here's our field scarecrow. He's keeping the birds away. Tell you what, I'm scared I'm leaving. Scared me off as well. Never seen. I don't know. I don't think it's that common practice, but it's good for doing the. You know, he's lurking in the back now. I'm really scared. More scared that we look like we're brothers than anything else. It's really helpful for doing the soil sampling. If you want to do that, yeah, good for the scout. There you go. You know it. You know it. Right. Well, on that note. Hold on safely. Here you go, Chinook. Hold on nice and tight. There we go. It's been, well, apart from the frustrating couple of contracts we had, it's been pretty productive. So, first little play around and understanding of precision farming. I'm not too deeply into it, are we? But there we go. Nice to see those fields done. So they're all planted, ready to go. They don't need anything else done to them now until they're ready to grow. So we obviously, guessing we don't have weeds turned on. This, bought a new field. Yeah, things are growing, so there'll be plenty to do if anyone wants to jump in here and join the server on Alma, Missouri. Obviously open to anyone, !Discord, jump in there, grab the links and come and help out. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up there for today's stream. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Thanks to Chinook, Hanson, Chris, Edsy and Tate for helping out on the server today. Good to have half a dozen people on to get a lot of work done. Thank you also, Share, for that very generous super chat. You are a legend. Everyone else has tuned in and has been watching. It's been great to have you here. Make sure you've hit the thumbs up before you leave. I would send you to go and watch someone else, but on my last look-see, there is no one else live that I know to go and check out. So whatever you're going to do, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe, have fun, and we'll catch you again soon. Bye.